I mean, aside from the ball going through his chest, it's actually quite a normal goal. Now, this here is actually some quite nice content. They have dropped a 93 rated Miura, and he's actually not expensive. He's an 83 rated squad, which fair enough, 83s aren't that cheap right now, but considering you get a 93 rated card back, it's really not that bad. And by the way, it's a 93 rated card which is stacked with some really, really premium stats. If you want to improve your ultimate team and need some coins to do so, you should check out my sponsor, IG Vault. There's a link to do so in the description, and if you use the code Kieran, you'll get yourself a nice little discount off your order. I also never want to hear from EA again that like this game is like run by the casual like decision making, because this is clearly down to Danny Aaron's making this guy very, very popular in this year's Ultimate Team, so credit to him for that. Anyway, like I say, we are going to have to submit an 83 rated squad, so I'll be back with you guys in a second once I have one assembled. So this will be what we're going to put forward. Pretty much boring Serie A team, but it gets the job done. Probably not the cheapest way to do it, so I wouldn't copy it, but it's what I had in my club after all the upgrade packs from the past few days. Okay, so we got the guy in the club, and we've now got him in the squad as well, and I go back to what I said earlier. This card has been given an absolute monster upgrade, like a huge, huge upgrade, so he's looking pretty damn good. Comes with 4-star, which is great to see. Also high-low wear crates, which are very, very nice, and a couple of traits as well. So, in-game stats. Whoa, whoa, almost lost my voice completely there. In-game stats, what is there to like? A lot, to be honest. Them shooting stats are fantastic. Brilliant finishing, attack positioning, and 99 composure on top of that. Things you certainly do love to see. He's also got some decent passing stats. Short passing and vision are very, very nice. Long passing and crossing, not so much, but shouldn't be too much of an issue with him playing in that striker role. And then the dribbling department. Well, that's elite, isn't it? 90 agility is his worst stat in that column, and 90 agility is pretty good. 97 ball control and in-game dribbling is fantastic, and good reaction to balance will also help too. So yeah, dribbling looks nuts. Hopefully in game it does feel quite good. Stands at 5'10", so we'll see how that plays out. And then finally the physicals, they're decent. They're nothing too stand out, but they're good enough, and hopefully will hold up very, very well in game. Okay, let's talk chem styles. He's already pretty high rated even without a chem style, and then with one, obviously does get a slight boost. Now, to be honest, there's plenty of different options to go with this guy. I actually think Hawk is a really, really good one for him being in the striker role. Obviously gives him a nice pace boost, makes his shooting like pretty perfect, to be honest. Like at that point his shooting is just ridiculous. So I actually think I'm going to go for Hawk in this video. If you would go for something different, let me know what that would be in the comments. But yeah, I'm feeling Hawk. Brilliant pace, insane shooting, already very good dribbling. Physicals look really nice at this point as well. Passing already really good, so I think Hawk's the one. In the next outing, we come up against this. It's an okay team, but it's not a great one, especially for this stage. So anything less than a win here is pretty disastrous. Gotta tell you, I'm not a big fan of the kits in this game. I know pink and red are not exactly the same, but they're similar enough to maybe, you know, avoid a kit clash here. Oh, big pass. Here's a chance. Can Kazu find the right through ball? Yes, he has. To Thierry Henry. Man in pursuit. We tried to take him on. We have taken him on. And Henry's put the ball in the back of the net very nicely. Ball's down the line. Here we go. Kazu against Gunter. Now, normally I would look for a pass if I was playing champs, but right now it's just tunnel vision with Miura as we try just to push through the score. I stuttered over my words as the player stuttered over the ball. Here's an interesting race here. We've got Alphonso Davies up against Miura. And Davies is just like one of the fastest players in the game. Like all of his cards are quicker than everyone. Nice. Great first touch. 4-1, finish that. Nice. Lovely finish. Well, despite us leading 2-0 at one point in the game, as you can see, my opponent did battle back. It was actually 3-2 to him just before half-time, and then Miura got himself on the score sheet. So, you know what? Although I'm not playing well, I've got to give credit to my opponent. He's got a much lesser team than me, and he's really sticking it to me. So hopefully we can have a much better performance in the second 45. Going to make a few changes and hopefully get the win in this second half. Sana feeds it out to Miura. We've got a bit of space here in behind Babu. Comes inside, hits the finesse. Oh, it's a great finesse. It's a fantastic finesse. He has just pinged that right into the far side of the net to give us the lead. There's a chance. Great through ball there from Kazu, and then the dink from Bruno. We don't know what he was thinking with his keeper, and we extend our lead to 2. Oh, Brad has just megged him. He's going to try and chase me with Mbabu, but I don't think he's anywhere near quick enough. This Paredes is mad, by the way, since the upgrade. Great inside pass. Oh, Sane spoiling the fun. Nice. Really good 1-2 there. First time shot, left-footed. Oh, Bruno links up with Miura here. Can we keep this in? Oh, it just does well to be fair to him. Ball whipped in isn't bad either. Oh, and on another day, Bamba puts that away. What? What? I want to see a replay of that. What a weird goal that was. I mean, fantastic finish, taking nothing away from the player. I know I should skip the replay, I know, but I'm hoping he doesn't. Just so I can... Oh, I actually just wanted to see what happened with the shot there. Because he kind of like looked the other way, then just finessed it into a player and it went in. We're going to have a look at that after the game. Nice. Sane, great ball, great run from Kazu. Left-footed strike, and sadly that one doesn't hit the back of the net either. I feel like we should have scored there. Oh, what a touch from Sane. What a touch from Sane, and here's a chance. Come on, Miura, make the run. Come on, bust the gut, get into that box. Ball's whipped in, here's a chance. Oh, and he wraps it up. There we go. Love to see that. And there's full time. The game ends in a 7-4 scoreline, and Kazu gets himself the match ball. Really good performance in that game, I do have to say. There was a couple of chances which I thought he could have put away, but when he's scoring that many goals, can't complain too much. Right, let's have a look at this, because it looked weird to me. On the initial look that we had. So let's just see what happens here. Chest it down. The ball goes through his chest. Goes through him. Okay, that's an incredible skill. Nice little touch. And then finesse. I mean, aside from the ball going through his chest, it's actually quite a normal goal. But it's very well taken. And the ability to let the ball go through his chest is, you know, pretty spectacular. So, yeah, nice goal. Okay then, now we've had a few games with this card, it's time to discuss his performances and discuss if he's worth it. And straight off the bat I'm going to say, yeah, he is worth it. Right now, the cheapest 93 rated card on the market is around 55,000 coins, and you can complete this guy's SBC for around 45 to 50k currently according to Futbin. And obviously if you've got stuff in your club already, it'll be a bit cheaper for you. So straight off the bat, good value SBC, zero complaints there. Now, obviously, he's not the easiest player to get into sides in terms of links, so unless you've got icons, obviously it is going to be a little bit tough. But this guy, of course, could make for an excellent super sub option, and I feel like that's where a lot of people will end up using this guy. Also, hopefully, he gets a dynamic at some point in the near future too. Anyway, let's talk about in-game performance. What did I like, what didn't I like about this card? I'll say straight away, I don't think he performed quite as well as some of the in-game stats suggest. But in other areas, he performed really, really well. So we'll discuss them in a few moments. Let's start with the negatives, shall we? His physicals. Like, they're good, but compared to some other, compared to some of the elite attackers that we're getting as of late, he's not quite as good in the battling department as them in regards to strength and aggression. So I wish that was a little bit better, but it is what it is. I was a big fan of the dribbling though. I really don't have too many complaints about that. He felt pretty damn good on the ball. Definitely doesn't feel as agile as some other attacking options, but for what he is, I think he's, you know, pretty good with possession. It's probably down to the fact that he's got an average body type that it doesn't feel as fluid as some other forwards, but still big fan of the ball control, and he did feel composed in possession, so that was nice. Just wish he felt a little bit more agile, but other than that, very, very nice with the ball, and like you'll have seen in the footage, does show some really, really good ball control. Now we come on to the passing, and it's one of them where it's what you see is what you get. Really nice short passing and at link at play, but the long passing just isn't quite as good, and you will feel that in game. But I do have to say, he's got 80 crossing. His crossing for me, I thought was really, really good. And once again, you'll have seen that in the footage. He has put through some really nice deliveries for me. So, yeah, happy with that area of his game. Let's be honest, he's not even going to be crossing that much, but it's nice to have in his arsenal nonetheless. Now we come on to the shooting. I'm going to say this. His power shots, I wasn't overly excited by. I think they're good, don't get me wrong, but I don't think they're brilliantly accurate. But his finesse shots for me were ridiculously good. He doesn't have the finesse shot trait, but for me, he felt like he did, and that for me was fantastic. So really, really happy with that area of his game. Also, positionally, he just popped up in good areas for me. It is worth noting he did like to go wide, but you can obviously, you know, put play instructions on him if that's an issue. But when he's like in good central roles, he makes some really, really good runs, which is obviously great. And with the higher work rates, he does stay up the field for the most part as well. Then the final thing to discuss is the pace. Look, his pace is good. It's nothing too special. Ultimately, we're at a point in the game where like nearly every centre back you come up against is, you know, like 80 plus pace with a shadow on, so it's like 90 to 95 95 pace, and because of that, strikers don't feel as effective in regards to their pace, but still, he's quick enough, so that is obviously pleasing. So, all in all, I think it's a good card, and like I've already said numerous times, good value at around 45 to 50k as well for a 93 overall. Once again, it's worth mentioning, obviously not the easiest player to get into squads, but if you can fit him in with some icons, then obviously you'll have yourself a pretty good player. But for the most part, I think he will make for a really, really nice super sub. So guys, those are my thoughts on the 93 rated Miura. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you have, drop a like rating on it. In the comments below, let me know your thoughts. Subscribe if you're new. I'll catch you in the next one.